Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome to Info Broad, where again, another day, another video, where I'm going to be looking at today's video that has been released only 2 weeks ago, and that is Blackpink with their new hit, Lovesick Girls. So this is a video that I haven't watched yet, and I haven't even heard the song yet, but I want to just jump into that video because why not? I want to see, are they making good videos? Because if anything, they are the biggest girl group at the moment on the planet. Please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but that's the last thing that I actually read about them. And I think I have high expectations for their videos. But before I start with the video, if you have any videos that you would like me to review, then please leave them in the comments below so that I can maybe review them in the near future. And that is something that I always love doing. And these can be videos which you think are very good or really bad. And I'm really open-minded for all of it. So please, like I say, if you do have any videos, just leave them in the comments below and we can look at them all together. So let's just jump into the video. I'm only 4 seconds in, and if it was me, I would have just deleted these first few seconds of no sound. It doesn't add anything to it, and you have this moment where there is video ready, but there's like until here there is just no sound. So if I would have started the song a little bit earlier, or just delete this entire section. But so far I really like the cinematography. It's very simple. So for now, I didn't even know it was a Maserati. You see, this is the problem with this clip already. It's so quick and I don't really have the time to analyze what happened. What car crashed? Why is it crashed? Did she crash it? Did someone else crash it? Because she's not driving it. See, she's fighting with someone. I love close-up shots, and I love the coloring in this video so far as well. It's really well done. And they always make sure as well that the subject is in the middle because it's easier to follow. Like I said in my previous videos, it's much easier to follow a clip if the main subject that you are supposed to follow at that moment is always centered, and it just makes it so much easier for anyone watching this video. So good job on that. Just applying the basics. Really love it actually. Never seen so many blue flowers, but I think that's just a post coloring effect. So that was the first main part of the song. Kind of cool. A fofo. Looks like she's going to destroy it. My friend has the same kind of car. Kind of feel him. Nothing is nicer than, or nothing is worse than your car being destroyed. Yeah, that's just a terrible feeling. Anyway, about the video itself, what I noticed so far, and we're only like what, 1 minute 20 in it, is that they're always using real props. And like I always say, I think having real props is always 1,000 times better, not only for the video itself, but also for the people in the video, because it's much easier for the people to see, where am I, what can I do here? There is nothing more awkward than filming in a green screen room, because all you see is green and you don't even know what is happening. You really have to have the fantasy to either pretend what you're going to do in a green screen room, or why not just film in a real location, which is much easier on the mind, much easier for the singers, much easier for the choreographers to know exactly what they're doing. And that is something I think they did really cool here. I mean, also with the color combinations, the Dutch angles, I really just love the dynamics of it. It's very safe, but it's just very clean and it's nothing too complicated. Let's just jump into the part where we left off. I still think some of the cuts are just a little too quick. I really cannot focus on what's happening, and maybe that's just me, but I would have maybe just slowed some of these cuts away into different locations rather than, For example, what do we see here? Constantly in the same area. That's just what I would do. Maybe just play around with it a little bit more, but that's totally fine. But I'm just thinking, does she have a plaster here? I'm just wondering, is she actually cut? Are you okay there? Do you need assistance? I'll be there to help you. No problem. But it does add a lot to the video itself. It really feels like a roller coaster, and I think the girls are going through a roller coaster itself, and it really plays with the video, so it kind of works out. Again, real locations, real props, much more easier for the people to interact with, and they actually look like they're having fun because they're interacting with real items. Really clean cuts, all on beat, and that's exactly how I would edit as well. See? Real paint, display some dirt, much more realistic and much more relatable for anyone who's watching it. I kind of just love the raindrops bouncing off her head. It just gives a more realistic approach to this entire scene. A little bit more emotional. But one thing is for sure, it really looks like they're having a good time. That's the most important. I prefer to see a clip where people are having fun rather than not having fun. And when it comes to the ending, I must say that it's really well done. It just adds a bit of an intimate moment between the viewer and the video, because she's just looking at you, and it's a really pretty girl, if I may say so. She has beautiful eyes when it comes to that, and it just gives that one moment like eye contact. It's a very intimate thing. I mean, it's no joke that eye contact for people is sometimes really tough to have, and this just adds a little bit of a nice contact. It's a nice emotional touch to the video. And I think that's the clip. Now, I just realized in the clip that my camera was all the way in my head. It seems to be cut off, but that's fine for now. But when it comes to the video itself, it's a very safe video. So yeah, that is the clip of Lovesick Girls by Blackpink. And I must say, it's a very enjoyable video. It's simple, but it's effective, and it adds a very feminine taste to the video world. I mean, I kind of like it, and I think they played it very safe, but it represents a roller coaster. But when it comes to the actual techniques, and let's just jump into the video back again quickly. So when we look at the techniques, they always are using the same colors. It's always this bluish, this pink, and that is something that has to be done when it comes to professional work. You really need to make sure that the color grading is done correctly and that it's always the same colors throughout most of the clips. Why? Because it looks like you're still in the same video rather than in different locations all the time, and it looked like it was shot by different people. Here you can clearly see it was most likely one team working on the color grading and the design, and that is what I think is good about this certain clip. And for the rest, I think everyone did a good job in the entire clip. They looked like they were having fun. They did a good job on the angles, making sure that the subjects were always in focus, always in target, always centered, so it's easier to follow what is happening. And overall, really dynamic. A very simple video, but a very good video. And sometimes less is more, and this is a clear example of that, because you don't always need the highest of the highest. Sometimes it's okay to have a very simple set, a very simple editing team, a very simple everything, but it can create a very good video. And of course, here you can clearly see it is the girls that are making the video, but for the fun part, I think everyone just did something good. I think everyone added to the video. If I have to rate this video, I am going to give it a solid, if I have to rate it, a solid 7.5 out of 10. They played it safe, but for that they created a very good music video. They did a fantastic job with it, and it's something that you cannot take away. It's not the most amazing video, but it is just done simply in a good manner, and I prefer something that is less but done good, rather than something that's super complex and they don't know what they're doing. And this is, for example, that issue with Starboy by The Weeknd, when they don't even know how to edit. They try to make something as complex as possible, even though it is not complex, but they really just destroyed their entire video with this overthinking process. So yeah guys, if you did enjoy this video, then please leave a like and subscribe. And like I said at the beginning of the video, if you do have any videos that you think are good for me. So yeah guys, thank you very much for watching. And if you did enjoy this video, then please leave a like and subscribe, of course. And if you do have any videos that you want me to review, either a good video or a bad video, something that could be very complex or something that could look very stupid, then just leave it in the comments below. I will try to make a review video about them as well in the near future. But for now, thank you very much, and we're going back to the K-pop world, saying goodbye like this. Have a good one, guys.